number 13, okay? Problem number 13, as you can see, what I've done initially was to indicate that the information I've gotten from the problem, okay? You know, at the time, the hang time 4.5, that's a total time in the air, okay? I've got the initial height, which seems questionable, leaving the football player's foot 5 feet above the ground. Regardless, that's what I got. I've got the maximum displacement, or the maximum range in x, which is 45 meters, okay? So, okay, we could see in the x equation what we have. We have 45.7 equals the time, which is 4.5, okay, times V0, the cosine of theta. Now, I'm just going to do this division and say that's roughly 10. That's 45.7 divided by 4.5. I'm just going to call it 10 for easy calculations. That's V0 cosine of theta, okay? Agreed? That's V0 cosine of theta. I come to my equation in y, okay? And I plug in what I have and what I don't have. I have, okay, I have negative 4.9 and 4.5 squared, okay, plus the time again, 4.5 V0 sine of theta, plus this 1.52. Now, okay, let's work out what we have. We know that time occurs when the object hits the ground. So when the object hits the ground, we got y equals 0. Okay, it's at no height there. So now, okay, if we look at what remains in the y equation, the only thing unknown is V0 sine of theta, right? Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this. This is going to be negative 4.9 times 4.5 squared, okay, plus 4.5 V0 sine of theta, plus 1.52. Okay, if I come over here, okay, it looks like I can solve for V0, okay, and say that V0 is 10 divided by the cosine of theta, okay. 10 divided by the cosine of theta is going to equal V0. If V0 is 10 divided by the cosine of theta, I can plug that in over here, and I will have the sine and the cosine giving me a tangent problem, and that will be the only unknown now, is the angle in terms of tangent. So I'm going to get these values figured out. Okay, so this is, of course, now equal to 0. All right. So my problem remains at this point. We'll come down here. V0 is 10 cosine. That's going to be placed in over here, okay, giving me 4.5, okay, times V0, which is times 10, over the cosine of theta, times the sine of theta, okay. Sine over cosine is tangent, okay. So here's I'm going to, the only unknown now is the angle, right? The only unknown is the angle. So I'm going to solve that for the angle. So it's going to be what? Swing this guy over to the other side, negative, so it becomes positive. 4.9 times 4.5 squared, okay, minus 1.52 is going to equal, okay, basically 45 the tangent of theta, okay? So it looks like theta is going to be do all this computation here, okay? Divide by 45, the inverse tan will give you the angle theta, okay? Then we can come back, having the angle theta, we can come back and find the initial velocity back from here, okay? So I'm not going to spend any more time on that. You can figure that out from there, okay, and be done with it. Kind of neat problem.